We're recording. Or even in Zoom. I don't know, I'll fix it later. Hey there, it's David Cinelli here, Realtor with Royal LePage Signature. Natalie's favorite day of the week, Stagers Corner. Mm-hmm. I was saying the other day that your friend from the House of Jude was here, and I mentioned that you're actually more known for this Stagers Corner than you are that you're on my show on Hot Market. How does that make you feel?
No words.
You're over no words because all the joy that you heard.
Yeah. No. Let me just tell you something. I just walked in, and I'm immediately greeted with, "Great, you're home in time just for a Stagers Corner."
Yeah.
So no walking in, getting settled in, and this is pretty much par for the course for every Stagers Corner. So this is why you get the looks that you do.
Well, I think it's good content. I'm trying to help you out because you really need the help.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we were kind of talking off camera what our topic was. I had a topic, I don't know if she likes it or not, but I'm going to go with it. Anyway, when we walk through a home, one of the biggest things what we always try to do is get everybody to declutter their homes. Everybody has too much crap in their house, including us. Mm-hmm. So the biggest challenge we have is decluttering.
Yes, where does all that stuff go?
Where does it go? Yeah, so do you have any tips on that? What's the first thing, like clothes you don't need, toys, what do you do?
So, that was just such a leading, anyway. So purging is obviously the first and best thing you can do. If you haven't used it in 6 months, if your kids have grown out of it, get it out of the house. You don't want to pack it and move it twice. So that's the very first step. So get rid of anything you don't need. Donate it, garbage it, give it to friends and relatives, post it on Facebook Marketplace, whatever it is, just get it out of your house.
Yeah, amazing. Now, there are some items which you haven't used in 6 months, but you know you're going to need them. Oh, the other thing is too, if, let's follow up. That there are some items which, for example, winter clothes now. That's what my lead in. So I have winter jackets, but I don't need them right now.
Dave has a lot of winter jackets and a lot of winter shoes. So if you're like Dave, you need to put them away and put them out of sight, out of mind, and store them away. They don't live in the closet.
Okay.
365.
Thank you for that. Okay, so one of the options we've used before in the past is using a garage because, if you have space in your garage, if you're anything like us, we don't even park our car in the garage because it's full of crap, always. But if we were moving, we'd probably have boxes in the garage. So if you don't have that option, what are a couple of other options that people do? Say they don't even have a garage, or say you need your garage for a car.
Let me backtrack here. So garages and basements are absolutely fine to pack away and store boxes in. Garages aren't photographed during listings on the inside unless you've got something like spectacular going on in the garage. And if you do, then you probably have your clutter under control in the first place. And basements as well. Basements, you don't want to have stuff all over the place, but if you have neatly stacked boxes in a basement, that's also totally fine. So that's your kind of second option for the stuff that you can't purge. Store it away, stack it neatly. As long as it's neat and clean and you can still walk through everywhere, you're totally fine. And then I guess to answer your question about what happens if you don't have that space, or you're living in a condo and you don't have your locker's full, or you don't have a locker, or any of those places, then the next best thing is to get a storage unit. So it doesn't have to be a long-term thing. Pretty inexpensive if you put everything in storage and then keep it there until you close, because you don't want to then be moving that stuff back into your house to then move it back out into your next home. So look at the amount of storage space you need. If you go outside of the city, so like Etobicoke, Mississauga on the west end, like Scarborough, Pickering on the east end, and then north of the city in Vaughan, you're going to be paying double if you stay in the city. So those are kind of the best areas. You take it out there, drive it up, pop it in the locker, lock it, and then you don't worry about it for 3 months. So you can have that cost built in your mind to know that if you have a 60-day closing, you know that stuff's going to be in there for probably 3 months. If you have a 90-day closing, you know your stuff is going to be in there probably for 4 months.
That was a lot of information in one spiel.
Did I steal your thunder?
No, not at all. So we also have a friend of ours. There's Sarah Sully and Niall Trainer. They own that company, At the top, I think it's share space, in which you can share. There's people. It's kind of like a Kijiji or something where you can share, like where you rent somebody's garage for the meantime. They do for short term.
Yeah, it's like Airbnb for storage.
Yeah, so that's also an option for you as well. What do you think? And I know
Space I share.
Space I share. That's it. Yes, space I share. Okay, and they were on Dragon's Den, and awesome people, by the way. Anyway, that's different stuff. There's I may forget. Oh, what about those pods you've seen on the front?
Yeah, no. Why would you want a pod on your driveway when you're showing your house?
I know, like, so what a pod is, it's kind of like a little storage locker, and it sits on your front in your garage. And you know, you open, if you're doing renovations on the house and you need to store, it's amazing. They're a great product, but not if you're selling a house. We just sold a house in Brampton. The next door neighbor actually had the pod on the garage, and they were selling their house at the same time. I was just shaking my head, like, you can't even get into the driveway.
Well, and the other thing is that pod is going to need to be on your driveway for photos, because you need to clear stuff out of your house, stick it in the pod, and then take the photos. So it's going to be there. So that's...
And you can do drone shots, you can see it. Anyway, don't
not a good
do that.
idea.
Anyway, so if you want any more tips, sorry, this one was again longer. We're not doing any shorter versions of these, are we? So maybe we should start cutting. Anyway, don't worry, we'll figure that out next time. Anyway, Natalie, if they want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
They can send us a DM at spaces.collective on Instagram.
And I am David Cinelli, Realtor with Royal LePage Signature. You may or may not want to follow me, but check me out somewhere. All right, guys, have a great day.